Hey, welcome back, everyone. Tom from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in these insane markets. Sterling yen. It is 11:55 a.m. on Friday, July 25th, 2025. Really late to the party today because I had some internet problems. All right, so sterling yen attempted to try to break out above 199.08 and got smashed. And dollar yen is actually rallying. We're going to cover all that. Sterling dollar is, slightly soft. We said it was kind of slightly soft, and we actually picked the points for you. So if you're following the videos, you made some good points in sterling dollar, and in actually, well, yeah, sterling dollar, and not so much in sterling yen. Sterling yen has been basically, stuck still within this box. However, we did have the resistance up at 199.23. Didn't quite make it. We went to 199 like 077, 199.08 right here. I think we made a new high right there. The level that actually needed to hold was that 198.62. Came off, broke down, but really didn't break down below the main support at 198.01. So as it stands right now, sterling yen, still in consolidation. Got to pay attention to dollar yen because that's the one that's running the sterling yen itself. Um, let's see. If we look, I want to take you over, even though I have the euro dollar here. I want to put up here, I want to put up sterling dollar. Let's go. Sterling dollar versus the US dollar index. As you can see, US dollar index is recovering. Hasn't been able to get through the 98 level yet, but it's up off its lows. If we come back and look at a deeper time frame, it was really on target for 96, 93-ish. It turned around at 97.10, 96, 93, 97.10. Now it actually turned around from there. This was all dollar yen. It's all US dollar yen. Look at the rally in dollar yen. So just moving back onto cable or sterling yen itself. The only way this thing shows any type of strength, really, is if it gets above 99.32. It's really soft, and cable itself, um, the upward momentum has largely faded. A pullback in sterling could extend, and really threaten let me get over to sterling dollar right now, just because I'm talking about it. Sterling dollar itself could really threaten the 134, the figure level. Okay. Now, I'm not saying it's going to, it's slowed down a little bit, but really, in order for cable to show any type of strength. I'm going to get back to the sterling yen. I know I didn't finish that. I'm going to get back to the sterling yen, but since I'm on this sterling dollar kick, um, let's see, we went down to like 134, like 15. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take a rally above, um, I'm gonna say right here, 72, 134.72, and then it's gonna have some trouble in between 134.72 and 135.10. So really right now, as I said earlier, sterling dollar itself is heading towards the 133.76. Of course, 134 the figure first. Let's get back to sterling yen. Sorry, I didn't mean to finish, just jump. Okay, so as it stands right now, sterling yen's got to recover 198.62. If it can't and it breaks down through the bottom of like 197.96, 197.95, we're going to test that low that we had at 197.43. If that goes, then there's support at 197.20. All right. Like I said before, the only way it really shows any strength is getting above 199.32. All right, let's move on over to dollar yen. All right, here we go. All right, dollar yen itself banging up against resistance right now. Um, Inflation rate for Greater Tokyo area fell back below 3%, remaining below the expectations of most analysts. So, actually, it was by Bloomberg. Bloomberg said that the situation regarding prices appears to be easing somewhat in Japan. So, they didn't raise the rate. That also threw, dollar yen back upward. We had a breakout point at 147.22. Okay, we had two consecutive higher highs right over the point. Of course, we had the retrace down, the head fake down, scared everybody out, and the marketplace now is rallying up against this resistance. In order for it to continue, in order for it to continue, we're going to need the same type of structure that we saw on the last one. Let me get a path so I can show you what I mean. Um, like right now. So we haven't even broken this point yet at say 148. So what would need to happen is, let's say this bar does this. It breaks above it. Okay. It could potentially come down a little bit. As long as it comes up and closes higher than that bar, okay, then it's showing strength going up to 148.43. The ultimate top of this thing is 149.18. Could we hit it? Potentially, but right now, let's take it, let's not get ahead of our skis. Right now, we're seeing this structure right now. Now, in order for dollar yen to actually, show some strength, um, I'm going to come up to 40 with this now. I'm going to say support now is 147.40. So if you're looking to get long dollar yen, and we haven't been able to break out through the top yet. Now, remember, it's Friday. You don't really take a position long over a weekend. And the market's kind of quiet right now, even though it's only 12 o'clock. Britain's going home. They're going to the pub. So everything's calming down. But if you want to get long dollar yen, in my opinion, I would actually wait for the marketplace to actually come down a little bit and touch this support at say 47.35 again. It would need to come back up and hold the point because we haven't spiked up through this point yet. So it's still in, we could say, slightly bullish tone. So, but it could return back down to like 147, the figure. So just pay attention to that. Let's get on to euro yen. Euro yen. All right. So euro yen popped out above the resistance at 173.31. There was not two consecutive higher highs in a low, in a row, in a low, in a row. Okay. So this is saying that potentially we could retrace potentially to 173, 173. I'm going to say 173, like 12, 19. And we already did. Shit, we already did. All right. So as it stands right now, if it's going to, this one I think is a little bit dangerous to take over a weekend because remember, August 1st is the deadline for the European and U.S. trade deal. If there's nothing that comes out of that, maybe Trump, basically gives them a reprieve and says, okay, we'll give you another week or so. But he may not. He may come out and say, 100% tariffs on Europe or something like that. And that would be devastating to euro yen. That would actually crash euro yen. All right, so just be cautious out there. Here's your support point right now in euro yen, 173.14. Not too far away from it right now. A break of that could send us back down to 172.76. We would need a break above this level and a hold, and then the target for this. We haven't been up here in a long time. I'm gonna have to go to like a weekly chart to look for that. Hang on. Wow, and we haven't been here like forever. Look at it. Last time we were up here was when was Jeez, I don't even know. I can't even read it. But here it was right there. The target, the high was 175.42. So we got a lot of wood to chop. I mean, we still got to get above 173.61. We haven't really been able to close below that and sustain anything. So again, the link in the description is below. Actually, I should put that point up there at 173. 173. 63 right there. Look, we banged right into it and coming off a little bit. All right. So again, link in the description below. You can get yourself a free video and ebook on whether or not price breakouts qualified or they're good or they give you a better trading edge. I'll see you on the weekend. The weekend update. I'll be putting out something Saturday. I don't know, some type of educational video. I'll figure something. I'll look at maybe my trading journal and say, oh, here was a day that I had a hell of a day because I broke my rules or something like that. Again, I'll see you on the weekend. And remember, always, always enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.